Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian.
And Jynx here.
And welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 on the PlayStation 5. So we got that wizard hat, or witch hat, as Jynx has been calling it, on Gale here.
It's lined with rabbit fur.
It doesn't give any bonuses or anything, but it does make him look a bit more wizardy.
It's beautiful.
So you may notice that oath broken thing on here if you didn't watch the last episode or didn't watch all the way to the end. Just wanted to put it out here that we are not going to do that long rest because we're going to try and get enough money to pay to get the oath reinstated, since that was on some BS. That was clearly a bug there. It was just for Jynx opening that gate. And so therefore, it's her fault.
Of course.
And so Jynx is going to attempt to steal our way back into redemption here.
I'm going to get us kicked out of the grove.
Yeah, Jynx is going to try and get as much money as we can here. Or at least stuff that we can sell for money.
Surely I can pickpocket from children.
With her little thievy hands. And then we'll see if we can't get 2,000 gold before we do our long rest. We're going to start out by talking to this character here, Mattis. Jynx is going to talk to him.
Hold out your hand, lady. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails? Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested? Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it. Tails! There. Happy? Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. Fine, keep it. Call it a sample, yeah? But you gotta at least look at the other rings, okay? I gotta eat. Really? I mean, good. That's what I got.
Alright, so I think Jynx was just pickpocketed right there.
Yeah, I couldn't see if it was...
Well, we got the perception check and you succeeded in it.
Nothing caught your eye, huh?
Oh, then you failed that one though.
Oh.
Not sure what you expected. I'm a kid living in the back of a cave. Anyway, see you again sometime. Take care. Safe travels.
You realize your bag feels light. You were just robbed.
So I've never not caught the kid who thieved from us, who's running down the ladder right there.
Me either.
I've never not caught him before. Alright, so I think we should be able to fit in there. I've never played as a small character before, so I've never been able to go in here before. So I think you could just squeeze in as a gnome and maybe even as a dwarf. Do you want to squeeze in there, Jynx?
Of course.
We'll have to leave Gale and Will behind, obviously. There is another entrance to here. I might not be able to fit in there, actually.
No, can you not?
I don't know, because I think Will got in my way.
Oh, I think he's coming back out.
Oh, there he goes.
Get him. Actually, I'm going to see if there's treasure in here.
I think you need to be the one to talk to him. Yeah, I can't fit in there. Or at least it wouldn't let me go in there.
You might be too chunky.
I'll try again. But I think I'm too big. I've been having trouble with the ladders. Well, I'm clearly too big for the ladders. Yeah, like I can't seem to...
someone else is using it.
Yeah, and I can't seem to get on the ladders. Yeah, I'm having issues with those.
Oh, hi. What? I'm the guard. So don't steal anything. I'm watching you. Hey, you're back. Here to buy some stuff? Me? No, promise. I'm just a kid trying to make a living. You know who you should talk to? Moll. She's my boss, I guess. good at finding stuff. Her office is through the crack in the wall over there, if you can fit. You bet. Good luck, pal.
Okay, so they clearly stole from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to use the ladder. I think that's the only way it works for me. Is if Jynx uses it and then I use it.
Ladies first.
Yeah, so...
Who the hell's Maul?
You don't know who Maul's?
No.
Yeah, I can't go in there. You have to go alone, Jynx. There is another way in there. I'll try and go through there, but Maul's actually a fairly important character. Side character. A lot of interactions with her later in the game, if she makes it.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though. We have that in common, then. But you aren't welcome here. This is our hideout. But hey, maybe you didn't know. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count to leave. 9.
Am I gonna have to fight this child?
I don't know.
7.
She's like really counting right now.
5. Little slow on the uptake, aren't you? We have nothing to talk about. I told you to leave. What happens next is your fault.
Okay. I really thought that you'd have some unique interactions with these characters as a bard. Maybe as a rogue you would. But here's the other entrance into there, guys. I'm going to see if I can't reveal it. We do have to succeed in some checks. So I'm going to talk to Donnie here. There's some stuff to steal down there if you can sneak. There's a lot of eyes there, though.
Yeah.
So.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks. You look the rocks over, but find no sign of a way through.
Alright, so we just fell in every roll. But even if we had succeeded in that roll, we would have seen the door there, but we wouldn't have been able to get through it without talking to him a second time, which you have to come back when he's up here.
So should I talk to these kids?
I mean, you can try. I don't know any of them. What is your... let me go into the actual quest here and see... Where is the journal in this area? Here we go. And just see what the quest is that they've currently given us here. We've got already a number of quests, as you guys can see. A lot of quests so far. Do I not have the Find Your Stuff quest? Looks like I do not. So Jynx will have to look at this. But whenever I do the talk with Mattis here, I always make them flip the coin over and over and over again. They get really annoyed and then they just leave you alone.
Yeah, there's no quest.
Did you just fail it? Is it in the failed quest? If you go all the way down to the failed quest, yeah, find your belongings right there. What happens if you click on that? The thief fled the hideout with our belongings. You probably won't see our stuff again.
Oh.
So yeah, you failed all the rolls,
That's
and whatever you
nice.
lost.
What did they take?
At least some gold, I think. But yeah, we don't know what they took.
I know I'd mentioned that, the ring was stolen. The ring that she had given, but yeah, I don't know.
She at least stole some. There's at least some gold there that they took. All right, so that's unfortunate. So if you want to come back up, Jynx.
Okay. Little bratty ass kids.
It's funny because like everything is going wrong with this
yeah.
Let's Play. Like we have been failing every roll. The combat has been a bit rough. Also, we had the bug with the paladin, the oathbreaker thing. So yeah, just all sorts of issues, guys. But let's go ahead and continue on into the Druid Grove here.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat throat out! We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Corker to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
This grove is like a cauldron about to boil over. I say we check in on the child. Make sure she comes to no harm.
Great, another one.
We'll figure something out. We always do.
Thieves deserve to be punished, I assume.
I mean, what was wrong about that statement?
Yeah.
Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back! No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Yes, I see.
Alright, so we're let into the sacred pool area.
Excuse us, coming through.
We'll start by talking to this other fairly important character over here. Volo.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
Alright, so that's Volo. I think Jynx should have talked to him.
Yeah.
You might have had some unique interactions being a bard. some unique things to say.
Like, who keeps their potions in their back pocket?
Yeah, if you sit down or fall on your butt, you're gonna break them. There's lots of animals for you to talk to here, Jynx. I think you should talk to this bird right here.
The bird.
Yeah, because he's silly.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle?
He lets out a tentative chirp. Gaining confidence, he starts a song, abandoning his nest-building efforts.
Good for you, bird.
Okay, so that's quite a bit different.
He found his song.
Alright, so does that mean you can steal his coin if you so desired?
That's what it looks like. It's not stealing.
Yeah, it's not considered stealing because it's a bird.
Oh, and there's a shiny key.
Now that would be considered stealing.
But it's shiny.
Okay, but you're not even sneaking, Jynx.
But it's shiny.
You should probably sneak if you're going to take that shiny key. So nobody sees you do it. I don't think the bird is considered something you have to worry about.
It is broad daylight.
Nobody can see you over there.
True. Well, the bird is.
Wow, yeah. Well, I mean, it would be catching you stealing its goodies.
Can you tell if the bird is looking at me?
No, I have to be in sneak as well. Okay. You're hiding successfully. Not anymore now. You're not hiding anymore. You took too long.
Oh.
The bird was moving around the whole time. I think you need to, like, let him turn around and then dip into the nest and take it immediately if that's what you're going to do. Which I don't support any of this, by the way, I should say. We're against all this. I'm actually coming over here, so I'm not seeing it. Seeing her thievery. I'm trying to avoid watching Jynx thievery.
What thievery?
Are you done with your crimes?
What crimes? What are you talking about?
Exactly, that's the right answer.
Where's this shiny key I found on the ground?
It would go on your key ring over there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, all the keys are on the key ring. They didn't have that in early access.
Oh, a shiny key, look.
Mm-hmm.
It's very pretty.
We don't know what it goes to, though.
No.
We'll have to wait and see. So did you want to go up this way? And I think you should be the one to engage with the conversation with the bard up here, since you're a bard. You guys can make music together.
Oh, can we?
I think so. I would assume. I mean, you can always play with her, even if you're not a bard. But I'm assuming as a bard, you would be even better at that and maybe have unique interactions. So if you want to start the conversation up here, and then I'll listen in. It's just up the hill here. I think you talked to this character in your playthrough, didn't you?
No, I don't think...
You didn't talk to her? The bard?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did not.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become... Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Wait, that's it!
Moon reminds me of your grace. Oh,
the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and noted I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Thank you. I was having trouble finding the words. Lihala, my teacher and friend. Sorry. Damn it. I don't usually. I'm all right. I haven't finished a song since Lihala died. I haven't played at all, if I'm honest. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. Thanks. Lihala made me love music. The sound, the feel, the thrill. But when she died, it was gone. Until now, I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch in my fingers to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to her. Thank you. I needed this.
All right, so that was a really long song.
Yeah, it was. Goodness.
It's like a full song. So in my PC Let's Play, I was kind of a bad guy, so I smashed her guitar. It was a bit much. I felt bad. But yeah, I did that, so I didn't have the song. But in my playthrough that I'm doing off camera, I went in and helped her write this song, but not the way that Jynx did it, because, you know, she's a bard, and so she sung with her. Instead, I just, like, kind of helped walk her through it, like, asking her questions, and then she wrote the music. So, interesting difference there. This is actually for a bard, this hat.
Oh.
I never have use for it. But yeah, that's a bard hat right there,
Okay.
if you want to take a look at it. I think it boosts your bardic inspiration or something like that. So it could be
She's not a very good singer.
I think she's fine. So yeah, when you inspire an ally using that bardic inspiration, they also get some hit points.
Well, that's nice.
So yeah, if you want to wear that.
Let's see what it looks like.
If you want to actually show it or not. I mean, it's okay.
I'll dye it.
Yeah,
It'll
to
be
make
better.
it fit more with your with that ocean dye.
Mm-hmm. She's very loud.
Yeah, we should have done all this down the hill. But
Oh.
I didn't change it.
Well, at least it matches. It's still like a darker brown that matches my outfit instead of a red.
Mm-hmm.
But
So are you're gonna have it displayed then? Like in conversation as well? You could set it so it doesn't display in conversation.
Yeah, no. I'll leave it on for now.
Okay. So
It'll help hide my darting eyes. And sticky
So
fingers.
going down this way, there's actually a combat scene, which we're not going to engage with in today's episode. I don't know if we will engage with it, actually. That's why it's saving right now.
I was like, well, apparently we're going.
So we're not going down there yet. We're actually going to go down this way here. Because we're going to go engage with these druids here.
These ones?
No, not these ones. Yeah, these guys are doing...
Magic.
Yeah, they're doing that ceremony here. And so yeah, they're trying to lock down the grove, essentially. And that thing in the middle there. is their...
I was like, who is that a statue of?
It's like their artifact. I don't know what it's called.
Sylvanas?
Yeah, Sylvanas. And it's like their statue. That's what the kid got caught trying to steal.
Oh. Well, it is a devilishly handsome statue.
It gives you very nice modifiers. Why am I telling Jynx this?
Oh.
We're not stealing the artifact, Jynx. We can't even get close to it right now.
But it's shiny.
Well, that's interesting. Normally you can get up close to it.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me either.
Is it because we're tiny? Do we need to like jump over to it?
Your intentions.
I wonder if we need to jump over to it. Because I feel like you can go this way.
I'll just take this basket.
So it's called the Idol of Sylvanas. And so if you look at it here, I think it doesn't show you the bonuses it gives. Well, this is what it looks like.
Oh, the Oak Father.
Mm-hmm. But if you have it on you, then it gives you that bonus. Man, I think it's because we're so tiny. I think that's what the issue is.
No.
You're a forest gnome. We're going to have to watch Jynx on this.
No.
Jynx, I see those little darting eyes even under your hat.
My pockets aren't big enough for something like that. I'll have to stick it in your pocket.
Alright, so we're going into this stone door here, guys. Or you can talk to the pig over there, I suppose.
To this piggy.
I thought you were Halcyon.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halcyon? He promised me a mate.
Yeah, he's getting excited. You better come inside.
Gross.
I'm not out there to protect you right now. Alright, so let's actually go ahead and do a quick save. I need to start quick saving more often, guys. Like when we had that bug with the Oathbreaker, we could have reloaded in that instance if we'd been quick saving more often. But yeah, let's go ahead and move along here. We're going to have a cutscene in just a minute.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. Very well. I'll defer to your ruling. My circle has offered grace to these outsiders. We gave them shelter from storm. We nourished their bellies. In return, these devils lured in a horde of goblins. And their spawn stole the one relic that might keep us safe. We've taken back our relic. But I will keep the fiend caged till our protection rite is complete.
I was scared. They said when the rite was over we'd have to leave. But there's goblins out there and worse. And it's nice here. So I took the idol. I thought maybe then we could stay. Please let me go. I'll be good, I swear.
Well, Paladin, what say you?
So there's a lot of ways to look at this. I know we're technically an Oathbreaker, but I'm looking at it as we didn't really break our oath. And so we're kind of going as if we still have been upholding our oath up to this point. And so with the Oath of Vengeance, you know, you do believe that evildoers should be punished. However, what's interesting about the Oath of Vengeance is they're willing to act outside the realms of the law in order to seek what they see as justice. They determine what justice is. And so you kind of get to interpret things, yourself. That's part of the oath when we read it. And so I feel like this is a child,
Mm-hmm.
As a child that was, when you look at the circumstances, because you gotta look at the circumstances, she was doing it from a good place, even though it was a crime, what she did. And so when you look at it from her view, I feel like what she did was wrong, but does she need to be imprisoned? Probably not. And so I think
they got their statue back.
Yeah, they did get the statue back.
She wasn't a very good thief.
No harm was done. She clearly feels bad about it. And so I'm thinking that we should probably say this one here, or perhaps this one here, rather than letting her remain caged.
Yeah, because this bitch is clearly evil up in here.
Yeah. We can clearly see one person's a little bit more wrong here. So, yeah, we're also knowing what I know about this character and what happens. Now, this is a completely unique interaction here, being a paladin, so I haven't seen this before. But, yeah, I feel like we should go with one of these options here. So let's go ahead and do, what do you think, top one or the second one?
The second one.
The second one?
You got your shit back. Let it
Yeah,
go.
let it go.
Thank you! Thank you, thank you! Sif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. No, nothing like that. Now, if I fail to treat it, then the consequences would not be contained to me alone. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I'll spare you the finer details, but it begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, and, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Okay, so Gale's trying to eat our magical items, guys. So this is a mechanic where Gale requires you to give him magical items, but you can see those in the inventory now. I think that unlocks once he talks to you. And then it'll tell you Okay, so this clearly is not the item he was talking about. Probably my sword, which he's not getting. Yeah, you can see down at the bottom there, Gale can absorb this item's magic, destroying it.
Or my hat.
Or Jynx's hat would be another item.
Gonna hide it.
And so yeah, this is a mechanic here. Luckily, there's a lot of kind of useless items or items that you just don't need and aren't really worth much for selling that you can give to him. But yeah, he can end up stocking up quite a few items because I think he needs to do this until a certain point in the story. Once you get to a certain location, and then you know, you'll have a development or whatever where you won't need to do that anymore. But until you get to that point, he will need constant items every few days. And so that's kind of a mechanic regarding him. All right, so...
I want to talk to this rat.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
The rat glares at you, but says nothing.
It's an evil rat.
Yeah, there's not much there. You should talk to the wolf. Where's that wolf at? Over here. This guy. Seems like Spike or something. Silver.
Spike.
It's silver.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? Silence. Your help is not required. Not by me, at least.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk.
He seems like he's been badly abused.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably why he's a jerk.
Poor baby. I'll rub your belly.
You don't want you rubbing his belly,
Don't
Jynx.
matter, I'm gonna.
Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and talk to Wrath here, and then we'll talk to the leader, the interim leader of the Druids.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Come, Silver. Stay close.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Monster? Too kind. A demon, more like.
Yes, you would say so. I know you're kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
So yeah, she's kind of a jerk. Just a bit.
A bit.
There's a lot of items that Jynx could be stealing in here.
Yeah.
There's lots of risk, though.
A lot of eyeballs.
A lot of eyeballs. I'm not saying she should be stealing, just noting that that is a fact, that there are a lot of items in here. So this location here is kind of interesting when you have Shadowheart, because there's some unique interactions here with these plaques and the... that guy's loud.
Yeah, he is.
And the paintings on the walls here.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague. By claw and tooth, from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
So it seems like we picked the best ones for us to do.
Yeah.
We both succeeded in our roles. Alright guys, so I suppose we need to end today's episode here, unfortunately. So when we come back, we'll talk to Nettie, do this interaction here, so she's the healer for the druids. And so yeah, we'll go chat with her. And then after that, maybe we'll do that fight out there. I'm not entirely sure if we want to do that fight or not. I showed it in the PC series. And I'd like to progress because we're a little bit behind where I wanted to be at so far in the episode count. Since again, this is a really long game. So if we show every little thing there is to do, it's going to go very, very slow. So I'm not sure if I want to do that fight or not. We'll talk before we start that next episode and decide if that's the best route to go. But we will go ahead and talk to Nettie. Hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next episode. And thanks for watching.